Hey Rock Stars, it's me, Tiffany Ross, and welcome to Tiffany Talks. Yes, that's right, I'm back with Tiffany Talks. And this show was created to inspire everyday people to have extraordinary lives, right? So the concept of the show is we're going to talk about everything from fitness to food to fashion to family to relationships to personal development, every aspect of your life that can use a little elevation and inspiration. Are you guys with me? Okay, so on today's episode, I want to talk about motivation because as you guys know, I have the Tiffany Roth Workouts fitness channel, and I motivate people to be in shape and live fit, fierce, and fabulous lives. But it's so much more than that, right? It's so much more than just working out. It's your whole state of being. So I wanted to share this with you because this is something that resonated deep inside of me, deeply inside of me, and it created something that otherwise wouldn't be possible. You guys have heard me talk about possibility before. Everything is possible 100% of the time. And also our motto is that we are better together. So that's how this show was re-inspired, right? So that we can, not only is it about, what we can do for ourselves, but how we can inspire other people. So I see how you guys signing on. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Rock stars from all over the world are signing on to this show. And soon we're going to have some shows where you guys can actually call in. You guys are going to be able to call in. So I see you. I love you. I acknowledge you. So today we are talking about what happens when, right? What happens when all your motivation seems to go down the toilet, right? Like you used to be able to work out, you used to be able to do things and get out there and be active, and then it just starts to take a nosedive, okay? So I'm gonna share with you this letter that I received from one of the Raw Stars that really actually changed my life in the sense like, I changed the direction. I changed the direction of everything. That's how important your voice is. And when you guys voice your struggles, when you guys voice your pain, and you actually ask for help, people listen. So I received this message a couple of months ago from one of the Raw Stars. You know who you are, right? It says, Tiffany, I have had a really rough 8 months mentally, trying to claw my way back out of a deep hole. And honestly, 30 to 50-minute workout is totally doable physically, but mentally, that much time is completely overwhelming to commit to right now. And it's just preventing me from pushing play. I just can't, right? Have any of you guys ever been there before? This message is for all those people who are trying to begin again and can't seem to find a way to get started, can't seem to find a way to pull yourself out of that dark hole. She goes, after years of working out with you, I know there are lots of short videos you've already done, and one just about breathing and moving your arms a little just to start moving. Haven't been able to find it though. So that was a message to me like, we got to step outside of our own reality and focus on what's going on with others. So like I'm focusing on the workout, let's do it, let's get it. But there's like thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of people out there who are just looking for that little motivation to move their body just a little, to breathe a little deeper, to be able to say, yeah, I'm worthy of a little time for myself, right? I matter. So when I read this message, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. She said, this is so beyond weight loss for me right now. I'm just trying to find a way back up, overcome my headspace and get my groove back. Feel like I'm worth the effort again. Feel like I'm worth the effort again. So you guys, listen to me. You're worth it. You are worth it. And the thing that gets to change first is you get to believe that. And if you don't believe it, the first thing I want you to do is go and look in the mirror and say to yourself, I'm worth it. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, I'm worth it. Not only that, the first step to clawing your way back, you guys, listen to me. The first step to clawing your way back is to look in the mirror and not only say that you're worth it, but say, I love you. And you know, love is one of the most powerful forces in the world. It's an energy that travels beyond our space and time. Beyond our space and time. I can feel your love. You can feel my love without even being in the same room, right? So you can feel your own love. So when you're having a hard time, I want you guys, listen to me very carefully. Look in the mirror and say, I'm worth it. And then say to yourself, I love you. Say to yourself, I love you. Because that's the first step. Loving yourself is the first step to finding your way back to an extraordinary life. It's the first step to finding your way back to an extraordinary life. So I got this message and, you know, I just thought and thought and thought and thought. I'm like, what can I do? Because if she's saying this, then other people may be thinking the same thing. She said, I want to feel like I'm worth the effort again. Not a challenge, but an invitation to remember how good it feels to get up and work out. She wants an invitation, you guys. She wants an invitation to remember how good it feels to get up and work out. I believe I can. I know it. I've done it consistently for years, but not in the last 8 months. Anyway, random idea. In the meantime, I'm trying to search out those short videos and not give up before I change out of my workout clothes, because I still put them on. This makes me want to cry, because I still put them on most mornings. And I just go wander in my yard and pull a few weeds to get instead. And then she says, if this doesn't resonate, no worries. Eventually I'll get it together. Nothing fits. But I thought it might be a good idea, so I decided to share. Right? Wow. So, you guys, yes, it was a freaking good idea. It was a good idea, Rockstar. And you guys, when you guys talk, I listen to you. So this stayed in my heart, and I said, you know, I want to make sure that nobody feels alone when they're like that. That nobody feels like no one's listening to them. That nobody feels like they no longer matter, right? So I created a plan that I'm going to be introducing. It's not even ready yet, you guys, that I'm going to be introducing called the 10, 20, 30 challenge, right? Now that I'm thinking about it, I might even call it the 10, 20, 30 invitation, right? An invitation to love yourself, right? And I'm going to give the first 2 weeks free because I want everybody to come to this party. I want everybody to come to this self-love party. And I'm getting back to the 10-minute workouts so that if you feel like you can't do an entire workout, let me tell you, everybody has 10 minutes. We spend 10 minutes doing so many things. We spend 10 minutes hitting snooze, right, to wake up. We spend 10 minutes in the bathroom wasting, scrolling on our phones, right? We spend 10 minutes sometimes in the drive-through line at a fast food restaurant. Yeah, I see you, right? And I've been there before too, right? So we spend 10 minutes, you know, arguing with someone over nothing, right? We spend 10 minutes sitting in front of our computer, not wanting to get to work. There are 10 minutes in everybody's day. There are 10 minutes in everybody's day. And I want you to say that these 10 minutes are mine. These 10 minutes are for me to love myself. These 10 minutes are me to say that I matter, right? These 10 minutes are mine. Guard them wisely. And you can find them at any time of the day, you guys. Any time of the day. So I decided to implement this program, okay? And then I said, you know what, you guys, I always say we are better together, and it takes a village, right? It takes a village not only to raise a child, but to inspire an adult, you guys. Like when we're children, you know, the things in the nurturing that we need when we're children, we still need that as adults. We still need friendship and love and inspiration and arms embracing us and camaraderie, encouragement, support. We still need all of those things as adults, right? It doesn't go away once we grow up. That's why I created the Tiffany Roth Fit Club, because I realized it's not just about the exercise, you guys. It's about the teamwork. It's about the support. It's about lifting one another up. It's about the mindset. So the TRFC is a community. I created this community, and that's where I'm going to have these 10 minutes a day for 30 days. It's an invitation. 10 minutes a day for 30 days. And then the next month, if you feel ready, 20 minutes a day. And the next month, if you feel ready, 30 minutes a day. It's an invitation to level up your life. But guess what? I started something new. I started something new, you guys, and it's called the Roth Star Mentor Program. And some of the Roth Stars who have really been on this journey, right? They've been on this journey for a long time, and they know what it's like, and they've experienced struggle, and they've gotten stronger from it. They've experienced being alone. Have you ever experienced like feeling like you were the only one that felt like you did, and then you found out there was somebody else who had the same struggle, and it gave you just enough energy to believe that you could do it too, right? And so this is really important. So as your coach, for me, I like to look and see what is necessary to create success. So with this mentor program, yay, I invited some of the Roth Stars, and I got this message from Wendy. You guys know Wendy, right? I'm always calling out to her. Wendy, this message touched me to her heart. She says, when I first decided I wanted an exercise coach, I was looking for someone who knew what they were doing, someone relatable, and the class had to be fun, right? So again, this show, Tiffany Talks, this is just the beginning show, but it's really a girlfriend conversation, right? And a guy friend conversation about what we can do to have extraordinary lives. And this life, she goes, it had to be fun, right? So your workouts get to be fun. It doesn't have to be something that you dread. It gets to be fun. This is your life, right? We get to make it extraordinary. It's a choice. So she said it gets to be fun. She goes, I went searching, and it was on YouTube that I came across Tiffany Roth workouts, and that was years ago. And I remember thinking, oh my, will I be able to keep up? And so these messages, the reason why I'm reading this to you guys is because I want to acknowledge you that are getting started, like you feel like you really have not been able to get going because it seems too hard, and you think that you can't keep up. That do it anyway. Get started, forget about that, and just do what you can. Do what you can. So then Wendy says, I didn't know what to expect from your classes. It had been years that I thought that I had the idea that I did not have enough time to be a wife, a mom, a daughter, and out of everything, to set aside some special time to exercise. So a lot of you guys think that because you have a job, because you're a wife, because you have children, because you're a mother, because you have bills to pay, or 2 or 3 jobs, that there's no time left, right? And I want to tell you that that's not reality. That's not reality. The only thing is that you're not making any time for you on that to-do list, right? If you have a to-do list and everybody's on it but you, how are you going to feel worthy? How are you going to feel good enough? So you get to put yourself on that list too, so that you actually send yourself the message that you matter. You send yourself the message that you're worth it. You send yourself the message that you make a difference. What you do makes a difference in your life. So I wanted to share this because I didn't have to say anything. Like, all of these words are here of what people are going through. And she says, besides, I was really busy with all that. Some days and nights when everyone was asleep, I would quietly work out with some of the workouts, right? So she found that 10 minutes when everybody was asleep. And I want to cry, you guys. And she would quietly work out to one of the workouts. And then she got ill, which you guys don't know. Wendy had a stroke. She was paralyzed, and she brought herself back to working out again. When I got ill, I could not accept the thought that I may not ever be able to exercise again. So listen, you guys, listen to what I am saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Your thoughts are everything. They're everything. And Dr. Joe Dispenza, right? I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him. He's a great motivational coach. He said that your personality, which is your thoughts, right? Your actions and your feelings. Your personality, your thoughts, your actions, and your feelings create your personal reality. I'm going to say it again. Your personality, which represents your thoughts, your actions, and your feelings, create your personal reality, right? So just think about that. What are you thinking? What are you doing? And how are you feeling? What you think, do, and feel creates what is real. Oh my God, say it again, you guys. What you think, do, and feel creates what is real in your life. So she said something, I could not accept the thought. I could not accept the thought that I would not work out again. So she knew that she was not in for giving up. She was in for the win. Yes, go Wendy. And she says, I would not accept the thought that I may never be able to exercise again. I would watch Tiffany Roth workouts on YouTube as part of my intention to be able to stand and do the workouts as you were doing them. Intention is the most powerful guide in the universe. She set her intention, you guys. She said, I'm going to set my intention that one day I'm going to be able to stand up and do what you're doing. And she created a community between she and I. She created a relationship. She showed up, right? And I want to tell you guys something. When I first started teaching, this is a true story. When I first started teaching, I was about 17 years old. I joined the gym and I used to go, it was called Holiday Spot. I would go at 11 o'clock at night, right? Because that was the only time that I had. I was a student and I would go at 11 o'clock at night and I would take a class with this girl named Sabrina. And she was like, to me, the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. She had this beautiful body and she was just so energetic. And I was like, wow. I mean, I just wanted to be like her. I would go in every single day. The first time I went in there, I was exhausted. It was a 30 minutes aerobic class. I was exhausted, but I went back and I just said, every move that she made, I modeled it. Every time that she went forward, I went forward. Her arms went up, my arms went up. I just did everything that she did, right? Because I modeled her. One of the things that you do for success is that you model. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You can model what other people that are doing that are successful, and it'll work for you too. And it did work. It did work, you guys. And then I watched her so much that I was like, hey, not only, and this is the truth, not only can I do it, I can do it better, right? Not only can I do it like her, I can do it better, right? Or in my own way, right? So there's no competition. There's no only creativity. So it's not better, but in my own mind, I felt like, you know what? I can put my spin on this too. And that's when I started teaching. So when I read this from Wendy, I was like, yes, baby, yes. Set your intention, keep your goals in your sight, and show up for yourself every single day. That's how you do it, you guys. That's how you do it. So you make that space, make that 10 minutes a day. You look in the mirror, you say, I am worth it, I love you. Set your intention and mirror and model someone who is successful and do what they do. Just do it consistently. Constant, consistent commitment will take you to your goal. Okay. Then she says, and then I could see myself doing it. If you see it, you can achieve it, you guys. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Most people are so enshrouded with like all of the things that they see, they can't look into their mind's eye and see the greatness in themselves. And I invite you guys to do that. And you'll be able to do that as you lift yourself up and get this 10-minute workout every single day. You will finally be able to see what's possible in your life because you'll feel it. It'll be in your personality, in your thoughts, in your actions, and your feelings, you guys, in your feelings. Okay, I'm going to finish and I'm almost done there. She says, I would maximize my physical therapy by working very hard, even when the physical therapy ended, to gain control of my limbs and build strength. It took me some time to do this, as this for desire, determination, and will was all I had to lean on. It took me some time to get up the courage to officially start and say my name. Yes, you guys, that's what it says. Say your name. Say your name, you guys. Say your name. I am Tiffany. I am fit. I am fierce. I am fabulous. I see it. I believe it. What I believe I will achieve. You guys, say your name. Look in the mirror. Say your name to yourself and say, you are worth it. You matter. You are worth it and you matter. Say your name. That's why I say your names when you guys show up. I say your names because you matter. I see you. We're connected. I love you. Say your name. Yes, this is so powerful. And then she says, whew, I'm so ever so thankful that I did. And then she says, I think it's a great idea to offer multiple lengths of workouts to accommodate all levels. There are days when a shorter workout is all you want. I would love to be a mentor. Thank you, Wendy. Yes, Wendy. Welcome. Welcome to the Rothstar Mentor Club. So when you guys come to that mentor club, you're going to be embraced by people like Wendy and Ann and Jessica and Chris, people that you're going to know that have actually been through it. These are the people that become your circle, that become your community, that become your village, right? You get to walk hand in hand with people who've been there too, and they're going to show up for you. So this is what's coming. And then I'm going to finish with my final testimony because I'm getting so emotional here with Jessica. Jessica Melton, she sent a message, right? Let me scoot up to you guys. She sent a message to me and I was like, what? Right? She was on the live and I actually dedicated a workout to her. She says, I'm 30 years old and I have 4 beautiful children. I married my best friend of 8 years and counting. I have lost 150 pounds thanks to Tiffany Roth. I'm ever so grateful that she entered my life in such a phenomenal way. She has helped me to see the beauty within myself with her talks and her workouts. She has helped me to see. You guys, you got to see it. Do you hear what she says? I'm not going to just roll past it. She helped me to see the beauty within myself with her talks and her workouts, you guys. Thank you, God. All I can say is thank you, God. Thank you, God, for giving me this gift to lift somebody up. Losing so much weight, I do have extra skin, which will have to be surgically removed, but this may happen in time. But until then, listen, you guys, I'm loving the body I have while I'm making the body I want. What? That's it. Mic drop. Mic drop, Jessica. Mic drop. I'm loving the body I have while I am creating the body I want, you guys. You guys, love what you've got right now. You get to start loving yourself today. Not when you lose weight, not when you fit into something, not when you get in that dress. Now, life is now. You get to love yourself right now. Love yourself right now. That personality of loving yourself will create your personal reality. So you guys, so this is what this is about, right? This is what Tiffany Talks is about. It's a conversation, right? Yes. Now I'm going to look at the comments. So if you guys have any comments or questions, right now is the time to ask them. The last 5 minutes, we will take comments and questions. I see it coming up for you guys. If you have something to say, let's talk about it, right? This is a live conversation. That's what's so great about being live. And mark your calendars. We'll go live. And you know, not every Tiffany Talks is going to be this. We get to talk about, you know, fun stuff, you know, makeup and going out and dating and relationships, honey, marriage and divorce. I got all that covered. We're going to go over all of that. All right. Hey, Sylvia. So if you guys have anything that you want to put on the table, any question that you have, I am all ears. I am ready to answer. I'm ready to talk. So this is the time to give me your feedback. Give me your feedback so that we can continue this conversation. Yes, we have Ann. You guys, you know I love Ann. She is 83 years young and she is lighting it up. If you see me call her name, and listen, let me tell you, she's not fake doing it. She's real doing it. She's real doing the workout. She was at the retreat putting it, shutting it down. Shutting it down. People were looking to Ann for motivation and inspiration because she believes in herself. She is a leader of her life. So thank you, Ann, for always showing up. Always showing up. So, okay. Hey, Sean, how are you? So anybody else there have any questions? Okay. All right, so yes, Rutina is here. Marilyn is here. Yes, so we're going to get back to the 10-minute workouts, you guys. I have a new challenge coming up. It will be available on the trfc.club. All right, so the trfc.club is a place to be, to get the body you love. Love yourself now while you're working on who you want to be. Love yourself now while you're creating the person you want to be. So it'll be available on the trfc.club. You guys stay tuned. We're going to have our mentors on there. We're going to show up and show out. So if you know anybody who is having a tough time, invite them to this new challenge. Invite them to this new challenge, all right? I want you to say, I see you, I believe in you. I see you, I believe in you. People need support, you guys. We need support. We don't get to walk this path of life by ourselves. We get to be uplifted. Sometimes we need our hands to be held. Sometimes we need a head to lean our shoulders on, and we can do that all virtually. All right, so I love you guys so much. I don't see any questions, so I'm going to sign off, right? But if you like this, I want you to share this video with a friend. Share this video with a friend. All right, I love you guys. Peace out. Remember, as always, we are better together. Love you.